Here we go for immunity and fire. Survivors ready. Go!
All right, Mr. Probst, here we are on location, Survivor, Blood versus Water. Let's just start with the basics. Why the concept? When did you come up with it? When did you decide to do this?
Lynn Spillman, our casting director, came up with it. Not the title, but she came up with the idea of bringing loved ones out. And it's something she'd brought up for years, but this year she pitched it and she said, I think I can pull it off. I think I found the right amount of couples. And once we started talking about it and talking about who might be able to come and play, it went from something we thought about doing next year to something we were going to do this season. And it really happened like that in the room. It was one of those moments where I left and went, oh, okay, everything's different.
So, Survivor, famous, 39 days. You added on a little half day here this time. You started off a little different. Day zero, is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Day zero was Mark Burnett's idea. And how it came was we pitched Mark and said we would like to use Redemption Island and we'd like to introduce Redemption Island right out of the gate by voting 2 people out of the game and sending them to Redemption. And Mark said it just feels really cruel. Yes, Mark Burnett said that. And he said to have them go through all of this to get out there and leave their job and their families and then not even get to play one day. So it kind of just left there. And a couple days later I was talking to him and he said, so what do you think? And I said, we still want to do it. And he said, okay, then here's what we do. Throw him out in the jungle the night before. And then once he got on that bandwagon, it became this whole thing and he saw it all, as he often does, and he just spit it out and he said, here's what it is. 10 different spots along the beach, do it at sunset, then get them at sunrise, have them come out. Now I feel better, they've played. So that was how it was born, and at first we thought, wow, it's a crazy idea. And as often the case with Mark Burnett ideas, you give them a day and you go, oh, okay, I get it. And now I love the idea of taking them and tossing them, and especially the fact that they didn't have any idea what was going to happen was great.
So you put them together, they're in this journey together, you bring them together then at the opening the next morning, they're together, and then you split them up.
Yeah. So when we split them up, the whole idea was to try to get them thinking, maybe believing they would play as a pair. Obviously, they're thinking of all the different options, but we wanted their heart to start thinking, God, maybe we play together, baby. And then we split them, and suddenly your partner becomes your adversary, your competition. And that was the whole premise of Blood versus Water. How was that going to play out in a game in which only one person can win?
You mentioned that Mark Burnett thought it was too cruel on day one to be, voting people out that soon. That's a lot of people said that about Plow after that overnight. I disagree. I think you're playing this game when you're flying over here, when you're looking at people, when you can't talk as soon as you get on the island, so I love it.
I do too. I like all these twists. I like vicious twists. I like poetic twists. I like twists at the reward when they get something really great. To me, it's not about it being cruel or kind. It's about being unpredictable and about creating situations in which you have a dilemma of some sort, that you have to make a decision. Do I share this or not? Do I tell them what I know? Do I save my loved one or not? We're going to have a whole slew of new possibilities this season.